Hi, you guys. It's your girl. I need to do here. Good morning. If it's not the morning for y'all, good afternoon, good night. um, Baby, let me. First of all, I got a story for y'all. Okay. Hmm. Um. I had to calm down before I even made this vlog, cause y'all, the shit I've been through, baby. First of all, I want to thank everybody that watched the Bonnet Queens. Thank you guys for taking the time out to actually watching and liking it and commenting. Um, but I do know, y'all know by now that I had to delete all the episodes. And I'm going to tell you why. The ladies that I had that were in the Bonnet Queens, they were also doing my short film, A Good Heart Turning Cold. Y'all, we get to the end of the movie. We only had to do a couple scenes and it was a wrap, pretty much. All I had to do was edit it and, do my little finishing touches and, work my little magic. And I can hand it in. Done. Mm-mm. The day of us shooting the last couple scenes of the movie, these bitches decided that not only was they not coming, but they didn't want to do the Bonnet Queens either. So they basically backed out of both productions. Okay. Y'all. First of all, when I wrote A Good Heart Turning Cold, my scenes were short and they were creative to the point where they were extending the scenes to kind of help me out, which I appreciated. So I let them do what they do. I also let them choose the days and times because I don't know their availability and I know they are busy women. Mind you, they are the ones coming up with the days and times. So there shouldn't be no confusion, right? Wrong. These bitches forgot. And they can't say they didn't forget because if you didn't forget, there would have been no confusion in the first place. Hold on, y'all. It's a train going by. Actors value their time, but so do writers and directors. First of all, if I was a industry for professional, which I'm heading towards, they would have been fired for being late. Because we don't play that. They would have been fired for being late. And I made the mistake of letting them in as friends and trusting them because mind you, you need contracts when you are dealing with other people when it comes to your business because your business is your baby. For me, it's another baby. um, so yeah, you can't mix friends and business, and I'm living proof of that because had I just kept it business, what happened wouldn't have hurt as bad as it did. So I feel like my time was wasted. These bitches forgot that what time they were supposed to show up. I don't know where the confusion is. It's only one bitch being confused by the whole thing. Like, first of all, you're 50. Like, you're supposed to keep up what you're saying, especially shit that comes out your mouth. How you forget that, I see why people have problems with you. Then, y'all, mind you, I showed up, another actor showed up, but the women didn't. They claimed that I changed the location. Now, mind you, I just told y'all they the ones that coming up with first of all, y'all the ones that told me the location, told me the time. So why was there confusion? Why did you tell me that day and time if you knew it was going to work? Y'all sat y'all sat in the living room and talked about this, and somehow you forgot the next day. How? And you can't say you didn't forget what was talked about, because I'm supposed to be having a finished movie right now. If you so called remember what was being said, and there was other people there that know what y'all said because they were there. So how come they know what the fuck was said, but y'all don't know what the fuck that was said, and it came out y'all mouth? Make it make sense. Y'all need to go to school right along with these kids. Go back. Cause baby, how the fuck? How the fuck? Sure, I didn't even go to school or finish school, and I was able to figure out some shit. Make it make sense. Y'all telling me y'all got degrees and couldn't figure it out? And it's three of y'all? Really now? So yeah, they put it in writing that they didn't want me to use their name and image. I had to delete both the movie and the Bonnet Queens, y'all. When I pressed delete, y'all, it took every fiber of my being not to turn into a whole motherfucking bitch. Because mind you, I am not from Jacksonville, and my temper is very short. I let my heart get in the way. A lot of people say that I'm quiet, and I am. So when I get pissed to the point where I don't mind going to jail, baby. So yeah, y'all, I had to delete both because these bitches couldn't figure out. And then let me tell you how they sent. I don't know how my personal business got into this because it has nothing to do with the movie. But they say they're saying that I got an OnlyFans, and then they supposed to be friends to the other people that were involved, and y'all sitting there talking about them. But y'all, that's your homeboys though. But y'all sitting there talking about them too. How the innocent people get into this? Mind you, none of this, including my personal life, had nothing to do with the movie. You're not professional as far as showing up on time, and now you talking about other shit that has nothing to do with the fuck. Like, so yeah, y'all, I have to start over. I have to start over. The money I lost. Now, mind you, I paid them. I didn't pay them as much as I would like, but they were paid to do a job that they didn't even do. So I lost a lot of money. I'm not going to get another a dime back, and I'm damn sure not going to get an apology either, because they literally wasted my time. They wasted other people's time. Even the actors that show up, they live far, so they wasted their time. We in somebody else's house, interrupting their piece. They not going to get an apology either. Like, I had to apologize to so many people, y'all, because. So yeah, if y'all want to do this for a living, don't trust people. Don't trust people, because I tried to help somebody out before. My babysitter, I try to add her on my payroll for helping me out, and she's in there calling me a scam and shit. And here I am trying to help my people out, and it backfired just like before. So when I say I'm done with people, I'm fucking done with people, because the fuck. And if you are one of those black people like, oh, my own people don't give me a chance, this is why. This is a perfect example of why. The fact that I'm calm right now, y'all, is shocking to me. Because anybody that went through what the fuck I just went through, would have went cray cray. Mind you, the part that pissed me off the most is that when I fail and fall off, so do my kids, because this is a company that I'm passing down to my kids. You know what I mean? This is something that's going to go down in the family. Now, mind you, they started school, so the money I lost, I could have used for my kids, and I'm not able to, and that bothers me. So when I say beyond pissed, y'all, I had to walk into church. That's how upset I was. Because I needed to talk to the Lord to prevent me from spazzing all the way the fuck out. Now I'm talking about at the altar, on my knees, I'm talking about the whole nine. Tears falling down my face because I was just that done. So take it from me, y'all. Have a contract in place and make sure your stuff is copyrighted, and don't trust people. Keep it business and let them go about their business. Because, baby, never again. Never again. Never again. And I know y'all probably looked at the episode of Bonnet Queen like, oh, these are older, mature women. Don't let age fool you. These OGs out here is no different from these young cats out here. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. From what I've seen, the ones I met. So, yeah, y'all. We haven't been here long. This might look familiar to y'all. I shot the Bonnet Queens back here. It's been raining, so the table looks horrible. But this is our card table right here, y'all. This is where people plot against you, sitting at your goddamn table, but they end up being the meal. But you live and you learn. I'm going in a different direction with it, and we're gonna see what happens. Because I think they planned that shit. Because I don't know how you wait to the end of something just to say fuck you in your production. I think it was planned. They knew each other before me, so, and they weren't professional. They showed up late. You know, it was just a whole lot of red flags that I should have paid attention to. So now I know. Hey y'all, I am currently rewriting my short film, A Good Heart Turning Code. I'm reading the Walking Tall script because that's the only movie I know where The Rock is walking into town. Because in the beginning of my movie, that's what Sarah's doing. She's getting off of work and she's walking home. You know, she's coming down a long sidewalk, a long road, and she's just taking in the scenery. She got her headphones in and she's walking home. Now, if y'all remember in The Walking Tall, The Rock is coming off a boat and he's going back into town, and he's looking around and he noticed that, of course, the town is his neighborhood, his old neighborhood, is different from from how he left it. So yeah, he just looking around, and he noticed a lot of difference. The Walking Tall movie is a different genre than my movie, because remember, it's a horror drama, but like I said, this is the only movie I know where in the beginning there's somebody who's walking as the beginning credits rolls in. And like I said, in my movie, that's what she is doing. That was Sierra's doing. So yeah, in the walking tall, it describes as the boat is coming in, the rock gets off, and he's walking into town with a bag, with his bag slung over his shoulder. In my movie, Sierra is getting off of work. She puts her headphones in, and she has her purse slung over her shoulder, and she's bobbing her head to the music. My exact words, I'm sorry. Sierra Mitchell, a quiet, steady, and focused, the type of person who finished a job while everybody else still talks about it. Sierra wades through the rush hour crowd, purse slung over her shoulder, earbuds in as the city hums around her. Another day done, another walk home. She is bobbing her head to the music as she looks around, taking in the scenery. So that's what I put. And when I wrote the beginning, Walking Tall came to mind because of the beginning of that movie. So that's why it's important to read scripts. Um, because I read, because I'm reading two right now, based off the scenes, and then I'm reading horror drama because my film falls in that genre, horror drama. So, because remember, A Good Heart Turning Code is a horror drama that I am writing. I already wrote Good Heart Turning Code, but it's definitely a rewrite because my scenes are too short, and based off what happened, I have a newfound inspiration, if you will, of what I like the movie to, how I want the movie to deliver.